Ottawa. The invitation was tantalizing, promising guests an evening of Kentucky hospitality, with the theme, red, white and bourbon. Too bad U.S. President Donald Trump was spoiling the party. Kelly Craft, who took over as U.S. Ambassador to Canada last fall, and her husband, Joe Craft, rolled out the welcome mat Wednesday for the annual July 4th bash, with their home state providing the inspiration for the affair. Kelly Craft, United States Ambassador to Canada, is pictured in April. A smaller-than-usual 4th of July party was scheduled for the U.S. Ambassador's residence in Ottawa this year, Graham Hughes, the Canadian Press, but in the weeks leading up to the party, many invitees found themselves having to decide whether to accept the U.S. hospitality or boycott the party, to protest Washington's decision to slap trade tariffs on Canadian steel and aluminum products, and Trump's recent trash talk of Canada and Prime Minister Justin Trudeau. Ottawa Mayor Jim Watson elected to give it pass, citing Washington's threats against Canadian industry. "I'm not going to make it a big deal. I politely declined because I'm not happy with the direction of the American government and their constant attacks on our country," Watson said late last month. Article continued below. Federal NDP leader Jagmeet Singh and the rest of his caucus also did not attend. John Fraser, the Ottawa area MPP who is interim leader of the provincial Liberals, did not go, though he has not gone in other years either because of family holidays. Foreign Affairs Minister Chrystia Freeland is out of town and unable to attend, her office said. She did not attend last year's July 4th event either. For all the no-shows, there were plenty of people who did make their way to Ottawa's Tony Rockcliffe Park neighborhood for the shindig, even diplomats representing countries which have been sideswiped by Washington's recent trade measures. Mexican Ambassador Dionisio Perez Jacome made plans to attend, even though his country has been a frequent target of Trump. He wanted to celebrate Independence Day with his American friends, said Oscar Mora, press attaché to the Mexican embassy in Ottawa. The UK's High Commissioner to Canada was back in Britain on Wednesday and unable to attend, but the embassy's deputy commissioner planned to go in her place, spokesperson Trevor Kerr said in an email. General Jonathan Vance, the Chief of Defence Staff, was attending. Liberal MP Andrew Leslie, the parliamentary secretary for U.S.-Canada relations, was going. So too were a contingent of Conservative MPs, including Deputy Leader Lisa Raitt, Michelle Rempel, Aaron O'Toole and James Bazin. Article continued below. This is definitely a stressful time with the tariffs and the trade war and the number of Canadian businesses and workers who are getting hurt because of it. But this is the most important relationship Canada has, and you just don't pick up your ball and bat and go home. Bazin said in an interview. Not only is the U.S. our biggest ally, our biggest trading partner and neighbor, but we're family and friends. When family and friends have difficulty, you talk it out. That's why it's important we are here tonight showing our support, continuing our dialogue, he said. The party, set on the expansive front lawn of the ambassador's residence, overlooking the Ottawa River with the scenic Gatineau Hills in the background, is typically a grand affair. Because of the numbers, guests are bused to the house to avoid clogging area streets with parked cars. At the house, there's a variety of food and drink stations. But there were reports that this year's event was downsized, with fewer invitations sent out, perhaps just 1,000. As well, the festivities started several hours later than in previous years. Greg McEachern, Senior Vice President of Government Relations with Proof Strategies and a former Hill staffer, says he does not recall a strong showing by Cabinet at the annual July 4th celebrations in Ottawa. I know that it's customary there might be a couple of Cabinet ministers there, but this is also the summer and Parliament has risen. Most members of Parliament want to head home and want to be in their ridings. McEachern said, there's always a smattering of MPs that have attended, but I don't remember massive numbers, a massive turnout. I've been in Ottawa 14 years, I don't remember a massive number from Cabinet of any government during that time. McEachern, who intended to attend Wednesday's event, said that despite the tensions between Ottawa and Washington, it was still important to promote his client's business interests among the U.S. embassy crowd. He might even enjoy an American lager while doing so. That's one of the differences between domestic politics and international business, McEachern said. This is the reality. This is where local politics and business kind of separate. Andrew Leslie is going, and Ottawa Mayor Jim Watson is not, McEachern said. Andrew Leslie has to represent a government that, NAFTA or no NAFTA, there's still a huge amount of trade that goes back and forth, and that's why he needs to be there.